Hello, Golden Eagles, and welcome to the Perch. I'm your host, Sydney Brown, and today we're diving into interviewing Miss Thomas on the Great River Read. So, what is the Great River Read?
The Great River Read is an initiative that was developed in the fall of 2018 in conjunction with the English department and the library. It was in combination with PBS Broadcasting's effort to find the most beloved American novel, and they were calling their program the Great American Read. So we kind of put the Stanton River twist on it and gave it our own special name, and we challenged students and teachers twice during that school year to drop everything and read for a period of about 30 minutes during their learning coach time back in 2018.
Okay. How do you think the Great River Read fosters engagement and connection among your students?
Well, it allows students to choose their own reading. Obviously in school they read what they have to read for their classes, they read from their textbooks, they read from novels and short stories, but the Great River Read is an opportunity for students to read what they want to read. And it can be anything from magazines or graphic novels to comic books. The only catch is it really is meant to be something that they read in print, not on a digital medium.
Right. Have you noticed students discovering new perspectives because of it?
Well, it's been a while since we really were able to implement it with faithful integrity, but when we did it a few years ago, it really did seem like kids were getting involved in conversations about the books that they were reading. And I do think it fosters curiosity about the books that are being published in this day and age, and some of the topics that are more interesting to students in young adult literature.
Okay. Are there any discussions or activities associated with the Great River Read that have been meaningful to students?
Well, like I said, when we first adopted it, my students actually read a book of their choosing from the list of 100 great American novels, and they did kind of an advertisement poster that we posted around the school, so that they were kind of trying to sell their book to the rest of the staff and other students.
Now the announcements for the week. Saturday, October 4th is competition cheer at Glenver High School and cross country at Jefferson Forest.
Now for Homecoming Spirit Week. October 21st, Pajama Day. October 22nd, Dress Like a Tourist. October 23rd, Hawaiian Shirt. October 24th, Class Colors.
And for Homecoming, October 25th, there is a Hang 10 theme. There's a blood drive, October 27th. Now back to the Perch.
Can you share a memorable passage or moment from a book that resonated with you? And why did it stand out to you?
So one of my favorite books to teach is To Kill a Mockingbird. And the quote in To Kill a Mockingbird, "You never really understand a person until you climb into his skin and walk around in it," by Atticus Finch, is one that has always resonated with me, and one that I hope students who have read the book in my class take away with them, so that they can kind of be reminded to put themselves in other people's shoes when they have differences or conflicts with other people.
Right. Okay, so how should students go about selecting a book to read?
So our English classes are all going to go to the library within the next week or week and a half to allow our students to check out books. So they can certainly start with what books are available in the library. English teachers also have classroom sets of a lot of different books in their rooms that they could potentially choose from. Every student takes English, so there are that's hopefully going to cover most students. But anybody who has a book from home that they want to read, or maybe something that has kind of been on their list of things that have caught their attention, they could certainly feel free to bring that in, as long as it was school appropriate.
In what ways has the Great River Read influenced students' attitudes towards literature?
Well, I think a lot of kids see it as just something else that they have to do. So I don't know that it has already had that impact, although certainly we have wanted that to happen. But ideally, it would be in kind of challenging them to find something that they love, a genre that they love, an author that they love. so that they can become readers for pleasure, not just spend their time idly watching TikToks and allowing their brains to rot and their attentions to further deteriorate.
Right.